Yeah. Tempo man. Tempo man. Good God. Tempo man. Tempo man. Yahawah sent me. It's trading Telina. My help me. Bring it a lesson. Ain't no half stepping. On my King David. Call me sire. I'm making heathens retire. It's TK Maffei! Shalom, shalom, shalom. The beautiful, lovely grapes to my right. Don't you agree? Tell people shalom. Shalom. Back at you once again. Temple Tabernacle. We're going to do a lesson on temple designs and what is witchcraft. Right? Let's get this picture up. We're going to start off with 1 Samuel. But first of all, let's get this. 1 Samuel. Let's get this picture up. All right, we there. Good. All right, 1 Samuel 28, verse 8. 1 Samuel 28. Start at verse 8, and then I'll read 16 and 19. In those days, the Philistines gathered their forces to fight. Verse 8. So Saul disguised himself, putting on other clothes, and at night he and 2 men went to the woman to consult a spirit for me. He said, I am bring up for me the one I name. But the woman said to him, surely you know what Saul has done. He has cut off the mediums and spiritists from the land. Why have you set a trap for my life to bring about my death? So see, Saul was trying to conjure up Samuel, right? Because Yahawah stopped dealing with Saul, right? Because of the sins he was doing, right? So he went against the law and he started talking to witches, witchcraft. He was consulting with to get, future prophecies and things that nature instead of going to Yahawah. Let's go to 1 Kings 11. 1 Kings 11. Yeah, 1 Kings 11. 1 Kings 11, verse 6 to 7. We're trying to get up to heaven. 6 to 7. So Solomon did evil in the eyes of Yahawah. He did not follow Yahawah completely as David his father had done. On the hill east of Jerusalem, Solomon built a high place for Chemosh, the detestable god of Moab, and for Molech, the detestable god of the Ammonites. He did all the same for all his foreign wives who burnt incense and offered sacrifices to their gods. Right? Let's get the penalty for that. Exodus 22, verse 18, the penalty for right? The witches. Do not allow a sorceress to live, or do not suffer a witch to live. Yeah. Right? That's the other translation. Right? Let's see, we had that up there. Another translation. What's this? Nah. Let's see. Same thing, ain't it? Yeah, it's all right. You shall not permit. All right. So you see that day you should not allow a witch to live. So we're gonna get deeper into this about this witchcraft, right? Because I ain't gonna steer you wrong. I'm gonna steer that little ass strong. Let's get into the building of the temple, right? What Solomon did and what Saul should have been doing, right? Let's get let me get a picture of the temple up. Let's get that picture up. Temple man. On the grind all the time. You are the light and blind. But I'm gonna shine. Why? Because I got a temple man mind. Let's go to 1 Chronicles. I'll read that for you. 1 Chronicles. I'll get you lit on. 1 Chronicles. Chapter. 1 minute. First Chronicles chapter 28, verse 11 to 20. I'm sorry, 28, verse 11 to 20. Says, David gave his Solomon the plan of the porch and its houses, its storerooms and its upper chambers, and inner chambers, and of the place of the ark cover. So David was dying. He's giving Solomon his son the plans, the blueprints of the temple, right? And the plan of all that he had by the spirit of the courts of the house of Yahweh and all the surrounding chambers and all of the treasuries of the house of Yahweh and of the treasuries of the holy things. The divisions of priests and Levites for all the work of the service of the house of Yahweh and all the vessels of the service of the house of Yahweh. And gold, the weight of gold for vessels of every sort of use. Silver for all the vessels of silver by weight for all the vessels of every kind of service. The weight of gold lampstands and the gold lamps and the weight of the silver lampstands. Each lampstand and its silver lamps according to the use of every lampstand. And the weight of gold for the tables of the rolls of bread for each table, and silver for the silver tables. And of the pure gold for the forks and the basins and the jars. And the weight of the gold bowls, every bowl, and the weight of the silver bowls, each and every bowl. The weight of refined gold for the incense altar, and the gold for the figure of the chariot, the cherubs, those with outspread wings, screening the ark of the covenant of Yahweh. All this that Yahweh made me understand by his hand on me. I give you in writing the plan of all the works. David said to his son Solomon, be strong and of good courage and do it. Do not be afraid of dismay, for Yahweh my God is with you. He will not fail you or forsake you till all the work in the house of Yahweh is done. See, David was telling his son Solomon, turn it up. Get the tip of man up. Turn it up. Get the tip of man up. Let's go to 1 Kings. Let's go to 1 Kings 1 to 7. You want to read that? Huh? 1 Kings. No, 5. So 1 Kings chapter 7. I'm sorry, chapter 6, verse 1 to 7. King David was now old, advanced in years. I'm going to go ahead and get that up. 1 Kings chapter 6, verse 1 to 7. Let's see. 1 Kings chapter 1. Is that right? I'm sorry. Chapter 6, verse 1 to 7. That's right. In the 480th year after the people of Israel came out of the land of Egypt, in the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the month of Ziv, which is in the 2nd month, we begin to build the house of Yahweh. The house that King Solomon built for Yahweh was 60 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. The vestibule in front of the nave of the house was 20 cubits long, equal to the width of the house, and 10 cubits deep in front of the house. And he made for the house windows with recessed frames. He also built a structure against the wall of the house, running around the walls of the house, both the nave and the inner sanctuary. And he made side chambers all around. The lowest story was 5 cubits broad, the middle one was 6 cubits broad, and the third was 7 cubits broad. For all around outside of the house, he made offsets on the wall in order that the supporting beam should not be inserted into the walls of the house. When the house was built, it was stone prepared the quarry, so that neither hammer nor axe nor any tool of iron was heard in the house while it was built. Right? Go to verse 8. Verse 8. Right? The entrance of the lowest story was on the south side of the house and went up by the stairs to the middle story, and from the middle story to the third degree, the third level, the highest achievement, the completion of the angelic form, temple, man, priest. See that? Middle story to the third.
Yeah. Right?
Y'all got 3 levels. Can't beat that with a dirt shovel. Let's go to 1 Kings 7, verse 21. Soak it up. Right? He set up the pillars at the vestibule of the temple. He set up the pillar on the south and called his name Jachin. And he set up the pillar on the north and called his name Boaz. See that temple? Jachin. And Boaz, see them 2 legs, the temples? See that? Yeah. That's them pillars. The strive and the test. Fighting temptation. Contrite heart. King David-ish. Right? Let's get a sanctuary pick up. Turn it up. We about to get into this. Temple sanctuary. Where it's at? Let's get one here. Let me see. Maybe even here.
That's big. That's not.
Yeah, we'll get it. We got to get inside. Inside the sanctuary. It's good enough. All right. Let's go to 1 Chronicles chapter 5. You got to strive and fight to get that soul alive. 1 Chronicles 5. Rough and raw. Verse 7 to 14. Says, and his kinsmen by their families according to the lines in genealogy, the head, Jeiel and Zechariah, and Bela, son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel. He dwelt in Aurora as far as Nebo and Baalmeon. He also dwelt to the east as far as the fringe of the wilderness in the side of the Euphrates, because her cattle had increased in the land of Gilead. I don't think that's that right. I don't think that's it. Hold on. That's not the right one. Hold on. One moment. Don't touch that dial. I think it's chapter 5. You gotta be chapter 5. Seven to 14. Let's go to Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel. I think it's the wrong one. Let's go to Ezekiel 47. Yeah, that's it. Ezekiel 47. Verse 3 to 6. We'll do that one. That's the right one. Ezekiel 47, verse 3 to 6. All right. As the man went eastward with a measuring line in his hand, he measured off 1,000 cubits and then led me through water that was ankle deep. See? He measured off another 1,000 cubits and led me through the water that was knee deep. He measured off another 1,000, led me through water that was up to the waist. See? He measured off another 1,000, but now it was a river that could not cross because the water had risen and was deep enough to swim in. A river that no one could cross. He asked me, son of man, do you see this? And he led me back to the bank of the river. See, when you're going through the waters, the temple design, the temple waters, you learn in the first degree, which is the first level, the ankle deep, first level. Yeah. Another 1,000, knee deep, second level. And then the last one, water that was up to the waist. He couldn't even go anymore. The water was too much, third degree. Right? That's some 3 degrees again. Right? Ezekiel 43, verse 4 to 7. The glory of Yahweh entered the temple through the gate facing east, and the Spirit lifted me up and brought me into the inner court, and the glory of Yahweh filled the temple. While the man was standing beside me, I heard someone that speaking to me from inside the temple. He said, son of man, this is the place of my throne and the place for the soles of my feet. This is where I will live among the Israelites forever. The people of Israel will never again defile my holy name. Neither they nor the kings, but a prostitution, the funeral offerings for the kings of the death. So there you got Yahweh, right? He lives in the Holy of Holies, your mind all the time, the grind, temple man, mind time, right? So he'll be in your temple mind. Yeah. Right? And that's where he dwells forever. Right? Mm-hmm. But first you got to make sure your temple is clean. Your temple is up to his standards. Laws, statutes, commandments, all the time, striving, observing, walking daily. Right? Right? Right. See him opening the waters off the rip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Now I'm about to snatch out your large intestine through your rib canal to where the only way you can fart is through your burp. Oh, God. Let's go here. Let's go to get this up.
Yeah.
A bird bag.
Yeah.
Gonna get break this down for you. Break it down. You'll remember this movie. Here we go. Remember this movie?
Yeah.
Lights, camera, ready for that. It's a look. Don't you see it? Cause baby, it's a look.
Alright, we're gonna start off. This Dr. Strange. All right, play this little clip first, right? Little clip. And it's not even live. Hold on. All right.
The sanctuary of our teacher, the ancient one.
You hear that? The sanctuary of our teacher, the ancient one. Right? Let's go to Exodus 24. I'm about to give you some more. Exodus 24. Verse 9 to 13. Then Moses and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, the 70 elders of Israel, ascended, and he saw the God of Israel under his feet. There was a likeness of a pavement of sapphire like the very sky for purity. So they ascended, right? Yet he did not raise his hand against the leaders of the Israelites. They beheld Yahweh, and they ate and they drank. Yahweh said to Moses, come up to me on the mountain, wait there, and I will give you the stone tablets with the teachings and commandments which I have inscribed to instruct them. So Moses and his attendant Joshua rose, and Moses ascended the mountain to Yahweh. Let's get that up. So they couldn't just sat with Yahweh, right? They just climbed the mountain, right?
Yeah.
And they ate at a table with Yahweh. So does that make sense to you? Huh? Does it make sense to you to sit at a table? You can sit at a table with Yahweh, like in your flesh, right? Hold on. So Exodus, you're gonna get that up again. I'm gonna break it down. Right. It's 9 to 13. Exodus 24, verse 9 to 13. We're gonna get to this. So it says, Yahweh did not raise his hand against it either. They saw Yahweh when they ate and drank, right? Mm-hmm. The 70 elders with Moses, Aaron, and Nadab went up. And Yahweh said, come up on the mountain and stay here, and I will give you the tablets of stone with the law and commandments. And Yahweh set out with Joshua. They went up the mountain to Yahweh. So they went up the mountain or ascended. Yeah. Right? So it's a spiritual, it's a raising of the mind, the third level degrees, right? Because they already passed through the waters in the Passover, right? Moses already sent through the River Jordan. Mm-hmm. The Red Sea, right? Got to the other side. So now Yahweh was like taking them to another level. It's like come up to the mountain, right? Let me show you this in the movie. We're gonna break this down. Let's go to start here. Watch this.
Open your eyes. What is real? What mysteries lie beyond the reach of your senses?
See that? So now he ascended. So what she said, what's reality? What's real? Is it what you see with your eyes? Open it up. Open your eye. See the spiritual realm, the real world, right? Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Temple man, mix. Crushing cortisones and ozones with a heat-seeking asteroid at 1 billion light shots per millisecond, peeling off your retinas with a particle disintegrator.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go to Genesis. 28. Verse 11 to 12. You get that one for me. 28, verse 11 to 12.
When he reached a certain place, he stopped for the night, and the sun had set. Taking one of the stones there, he put it under his head and lay down to sleep. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending to and descending on it.
See that? So the angels of God, that's Jacob. Jacob lay on a rock, took a nap, right? The angels were coming up and down. He saw the angels coming up and down, ascending.
Yeah.
Right? He had a dream, stairway resting on the earth. Let's get that get it up. All right, hold on a second. Jacob's. All right, he saw the angels ascending and descending. Right? Right? There it is. Right here. See the temple already there. Temple man. He's the third degree. They're raising up. Angels coming up and down, right?
Yeah.
Descending. Right? See, there's the stairs right there. That's right. They go the stairs to the Holy of Holies in that orange. See that? Right? Now, who are these angels? Are they just some faraway beings? Angels just far away? Right? Right?
Yeah.
Let's go to Psalms 82. What you gonna goddamn do? I'm coming for you. Psalms 82, verse 6 and 7. Man, I'm back and forth from heaven. 82, verse 6 and 7. Spit out the leaven.
Oh no.
I'm doing this for the brethren. What's taking so long with this? 82, verse 6 and 7. Here we go. I said, ye are gods. You are all sons of the Most High. But you will die like mortals. You will fall like every other ruler. See, he said, Yahweh said, you are gods. And he annoys and chooses who he wants. The ones that strive and fight and be in his temple and seek it daily. Talking to his angel, you talk about me. Right? The flock. King David. You know what I'm saying? The seekers. The doers. The walkers. The observers. See? Right? There you go. Right? All the angels love me. I'm so fly. I'm cooking niggas with the Torah. I can't lie. Yeah. All right, let's get this picture of the lily up. The lilies.
I like lilies.
Yeah, lily. Right. What down?
That's pretty.
The lily. Let's go to 1 Kings. 1 Kings. Let's see. First Kings 705. Chapter 7, verse 15 and 19. He cast 2 columns of bronze. One column was 18 cubits high and measured 12 cubits in circumference. And similarly, the other column he made 2 capitals cast in bronze to be set upon the 2 columns, the height of each of the capitals being 5 cubits. Also nets of mesh work with festoons of chain work for the capitals that were on top of the columns, 7 for each of the 2 capitals. See them columns again, at the pillars. He made the columns so that there were 2 rows of pomegranates encircling the top of the one network to cover the capitals that were on top of the pomegranates, and he did the same for the network on the second capital. The capitals upon the columns of the portico were of lily design, 4 cubits high. Right? So we get our temple. Matter of fact, let's get the temple up. Let's get the Solomon temple. Right? I wonder if they even have a picture of that. Let's see if they got it. Lily design, let's see. Oh, those lilies on the side of the wall. Oh, there's lilies right there on the side. See them?
Can you click on it?
I don't think you can. Maybe, let's see. Make it bigger. So you can see them lilies. I don't think you can.
No.
It looks like a larger picture, but I don't know if that's it. Nah. But those are lilies on the side. See what designs on the wall?
Yeah.
All around the wall got lilies. Yep. Let's go to Hosea 14, verse 6.
Lilies and palm trees, like.
Yeah. Hosea 14, verse 6. Got you all in the goddamn Mickey Ficky mix. Where is that? Hosea 14, verse 6. You get that. Say it nice and loud for the audience. If you will, no ad lib. 14, verse 6. Yeah.
Okay. I will be to Israel like the dew. He shall blossom like the lily, and he shall strike root like a Lebanon tree.
See that?
Lebanon tree, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get that again. Let's get this up. Turn it up. Get your temple, man.
This one gets stuck.
Go ahead and get that one. Hosea 14, 6, say it again.
It's young.
That's not even right. Where is that? Where is that? You know what I mean? Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Anyway, 14, verse 6. I will be to Israelite dew. He shall blossom like a lily. Hosea 14, 6. He shall blossom like a lily. See that? So you got the designs on the temple. So you blossoming. You growing in this. You striving. You learning. Now you on that level. You teaching now. You pushing it. Word, prophesying. Yahawah's word, right? But now, don't build a temple. It's Kabbalah. The temple Molech. They selling chicken baskets in the back.
Ugh.
You dumb monkeys. Let's go to Deuteronomy 4. Deuteronomy 4, verse 2. Let's get on people saying it's the temple man's Kabbalah. Idiots. Deuteronomy 4, verse 2. I'm about to chop their heads off with an axe. Ye shall not add unto the word which I command you, neither shall you diminish aught from it, that ye may keep the commandments of Yahawah which I command you. So what's the commandments? Let me go to Haggai 1, verse 1 to 11. Watch this. In the second year of Darius the king, in the 6th month, in the first day of the month, came the word of Yahawah by Haggai the prophet unto Zerubbabel, the son of Shealtiel, governor of Judah, and to Joshua, the son of Josedek, the high priest, saying, thus speaking Yahawah, this people say this, the time is not come, the time that Yahawah's house should be built. Then came the word of Yahawah by Haggai the prophet, saying, it is time for you, O ye, to dwell in your sealed houses, and this house lie waste. So he's saying, why should you dwell in your houses and Yahawah's house lie waste? You're not building it. Now therefore, thus says Yahawah, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and brought in little. Ye eat, but have not enough. You drink, but are not filled with drink. Ye clothe, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages be put in a bag with holes. So Yahawah is saying, you working hard, but you ain't getting nothing in return.
Yeah.
Thus says Yahawah, consider your ways. So you working hard for all this money and got all these bills sucking you. You not getting nothing in return. So Yahawah says, consider that. Go up to the mountain and bring wood and build a house, and I will pleasure it, and I will be glorified, says Yahawah. So he built his house. Not talking about no wood and stone and sweating outside with plaster and all that. No, we're gonna get into that. Now Yahawah, verse 9. Ye looked for much, and lo, it came to little. And when you brought it home, I did blow upon it. That's why you can't succeed. Why, says Yahawah? Because of my house that is waste, and ye run every man to his own house. Therefore, the heaven over you is stayed from dew, and the earth is stayed from her fruit. I mean, we got to that before.
Yeah.
The rain, the seasons, the blossoming, the growing. Yeah. Yahawah tends his land, which is your holy of holies, your mind. So it can succeed in everything you do is waters. Praise Yahweh. Verse 11. And I call for a drought upon the land. That means your stupidity and blindness. And upon the mountains, and upon the corn, and upon the new wine, and upon the oil, and upon that which the ground bringeth forth, and upon man, and upon cattle, and upon all the labor of the hand. That's a drought. You talk about the people saying the temple man's Kabbalah. That's a drought they're going through.
Yeah.
Yahweh not even dwelling in them.
It's clear.
They donkeys. See? Clear. Let's go to 1 Samuel. 1 Samuel 15, verse 22 to 23. Watch this. And Samuel said, has Yahweh as great delight in burnt offerings? I'm sorry, does Yahweh basically have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifice as in obeying the voice of Yahweh? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken in the fat of rams. Right? So he wants to obey rather than fat of sacrifice. He wants you to obey. Even when you pray, he's not gonna listen unless you are obeying him. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Striving. Verse 23, for rebellion is as a sin of witchcraft, and stubbornness is iniquity and idolatry. Because thou hast rejected the word of Yahweh, he has also rejected thee from being king. See that? Yeah. So rebellion against building that temple, as Yahweh commanded, is witchcraft. Mm-hmm. And stubbornness of not doing it is a sin, is the same as idolatry. Mm. Speak it, Yahweh. See that? Psalms 11, verse 4. I want you to get that one for me. Psalms 11, verse 4. We're going to bring this home. I got to talk to Elijah. We got some astral cleaning to do, sacrificing, traveling, space-time, warp zone 3, Mach 9. Read Psalm 11, verse 4, if you please.
The Lord is in his holy place. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men.
The Yahweh in his holy temple. The throne is in heaven. How can you build a house for Yahweh here on this plane on the earth? That's a joke. He fills up everything. Build up to him. Seek him. His temple. Temple. Man. Nah, man. Micah 1. Last scripture and verse. You looking like you love me. Micah 1, verse 2.
I'm looking like you wait to this kid.
Nah. Micah 1, verse 2. Hear all ye people, hearken, O earth, and all that is therein, and let Yahweh be a witness against you. What I say?
Huh?
The last part.
Yahweh from his holy temple.
The Lord Yahweh from his holy temple. Right? Hear ye all ye people, hearken, O earth, and all that therein is, and let Yahweh be witness against you from his holy temple. Oops, I did it again. With that, I pray Yahweh open your eyes and your ears. You can see, seek his temple at all times. It's no joke. I use a low-level demon monkey. Screaming this Kabbalah. You're dying. You're dead. You're dumb. You have nothing, no fruits. You can't teach. You're not bringing nothing. Yahweh got you in a drought. As bad as iniquity, as bad as idolatry. The first commandment. Praise Yahweh. Let's get out of get a picture. We close this out. We close this. Shalom, shalom. There we go. It's back up. We better close this out. Shout out to our Knights. It's a great build with me and my rib. What I'm saying. We're reaching a lot of people out there. I don't know about the positive comments and much love. I pray Yahweh told me to feed the flock. 3rd degree, temple man, crossed over pedigree. Don't you see? The light is on me. Praise Yahweh. Shout out SOJ, Junior Sarah, Josh, Damyan. Who else? Mike G, Shoshana, Wayne, Neggy, Deborah, and the 1/3 is on the
and
earth.
Judah.
I already said Judah, that's out.
And Judah's wife.
Oh, I.
I.
Damn right. That's it.
In Genesis design.
Let's turn it up. Let's go. Turn it up. Get the man up. Turn it up. Get your tempo, man, up. Turn it up. Get the man up. Telina. Get the tempo, man, up. Yahawah. 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 That's our Father. Shalom.
Shalom.